Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashim. So I was thinking about this, and my workout routine is actually it's not completely strength oriented, which is what we were going after. So that's part and parcel of what we wanted, but it's also very bodybuilderish. I mean, I got deadlifts coming up first, and then after that I got front squats and posterior chain work, which could be termed as leg day, and then I got back and biceps, which is day 3, which is what you guys are watching right now. And then I've got shoulders, traps, triceps, all push exercises and other beach body parts that need touching up. So it's a pretty bodybuilding oriented routine, apart from the deadlift part, which is proper maximal strength work. So anyway, let's get to this. This is weighted pull-ups. I'm actually very disappointed with this aspect of this workout today. I think it's because I just woken up and I went to the gym very dehydrated, and extremely off my game. I was I felt like these were way too heavy. I wasn't able to get any coordination in. The body weight pull-up set that you guys are going to watch of 13 reps, that was very easy. That felt wonderful. But the sets before that were absolutely atrocious. I'm very disappointed. I'm very unhappy with that. And what I did is, immediately after doing this, when I realized that I'm extremely dehydrated, I decided to finish off a whole liter of water. So if you guys are watching this video, you guys might notice that I have a little bit of a food belly. Food baby in my belly. Water baby in my belly. So yeah, I decided to hydrate myself, and then the rest of the workout was pretty okay. I'm fine. I'm happy with it. I went into this workout being extremely sore after doing my 525 deadlift maximal attempt on Friday, which was tying my all-time PR. So after I did 525 deadlifts, and then I had front squats after that, my body is extremely beaten up. And going into this workout, I was extremely sore from the waist down. Actually, everything was hurting. The left side of my waist, my quads, my hamstrings. If you asked me to tie my shoelaces, it was an ordeal in and of itself. So it was quite a task. Now, after this workout, after I finished, after everything was done, I took my dog out for my normal evening walk, and I'm sitting down right now doing this audio recording, and I feel fine. I feel much better. Instead of all that stiffness and that deep soreness that I've been feeling, I now have the superficial soreness, your regular DOMS, in my lower body, and I'm happy because it's a mark of improvement. It's like the pain is going from inside out, so that's good. I'm hoping that in maybe 2 days I should be good to go. I got asked this question. Well, not really. I saw this video, and I was very happy to look at the comments. I saw this video of Louis Simmons, the legendary powerlifting coach who abhors the internet. He put up a video on the internet asking for members to join his gym, but the clause is that you have to be super strong in order to join his gym. And see, I've been saying this stuff for a while, that all these coaches, they don't really want to work with regular people. They want to work with guys who have 800-pound deadlifts and then take them to 875 or whatever. They want to work with the elite, because it's more glamorous to ride on their coattails of fame. So it's much better to have an AJ Roberts or whatever, or David Hoff or whatever these guys are doing something incredible, world record holding lifts, versus doing something with a guy who's going to maybe only be able to pull 4 or 5 in his entire life. So, but for the first time, I saw that in the comment section, people did talk about this. They did say that, hey, look, it's bullshit that you're making a claim that, hey, you only want to work with the strongest of the strong. And it basically means that, yeah, you can help someone with 800 go to 875, because it's mostly going to be minor changes. When you're moving that kind of weight at that level, you're not going to be that. You know your body as an athlete. You know everything that you're doing. You know what you're capable of, and you're able to. The changes that you need to make in your programming are going to be small changes. They're not going to be drastic changes, and it's not going to be improved training. See, the way most people train is that they follow all these routines, and all these routines that talk about giving world-class results. Well, this is why. So I was very happy to see that. Well, he was called out on this type of bullshit. So I was nice. It was refreshing that people are seeing through all of these gimmicky marketing tactics. That's nice. And this leads me to something else. I have noticed that there's a trend right now where everyone is saying that, hey, we don't do routines anymore. We train. I don't do routines, I train. And if you look closely at what they're training, they're just doing someone else's routine. They're either doing 531 or cube or juggernaut or something like that. They're not really training. Training means, this is what training really means. It means that you have a workout, let's make it your base, and then after that you build on it. You build on that base, whether it's adding exercises or progressing by adding reps or sets or weight, whatever, because you can play around with all these three things. You don't just have to play around with adding weight like 5x5 and all these other nonsense routines. You can add reps, you can add sets, you can add weight if you want, and you can even add exercises. You can even play around with density, where you reduce rest intervals or you increase rest intervals, whatever. You guys get the picture. There are many variables that you can play with in order to progress. Now, training means you have not isolated and limited yourself to using just one method of progression. You are willing to play around with everything in order to get the results that you want. So, by the way, if you guys are watching this video, it's because the trainer is making fun of me because in India we have auto rickshaws, and auto rickshaws have a little bit of an engine starter, which is like a motorboat pulling thing. So where you have to pull the rod in order to get the engine to start. So he was making fun. He said that when he was riding a rickshaw, the driver couldn't get the thing started, and then he thought of me because he was like, hey, one of the guys that rows a lot is Ashim. And if you guys are noticing this, I'm doing a 35 rep set over here. This is an informal rest pause set. Don't get carried out. Don't think that I'm doing DC training or anything like that. It's just a normal rest pause set. See, I'm incorporating all of these different techniques. I don't limit myself. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I'm only going to play with XYZ percentage. No. I'm going to do everything that I can and anything that I can in order to get a little bit ahead and progress. So training means that you don't do just one type of routine. You don't restrict yourself to anything. So having a coach or having someone train you, and then the guy just giving you a routine and saying, yeah, well, roll with it, and I've given you enough what do you call it, percentage based stuff where you just have to crunch the numbers and put them in over time. No, you got to also factor in quality. So for example, guys who train under me, I'm going to be putting up a video soon about one of my trainees. He hit a 455 deadlift, Dipen, and that's his name. His name is Dipen, and he hit a 455 deadlift. He's a 39-year-old guy. He's been training under me for 2 years now. He is a pure vegetarian. And see, the thing is, I'm not saying all of this stuff about him because I'm bitching about, hey, this guy doesn't eat properly or anything like that. I'm saying that despite all of these things, despite his lifestyle not being ideal for a strength athlete, and despite him being a family man, and literally like he drinks on the weekends, or I think he drinks like 3-4 times. He's a recreational drinker, and he smokes often. He doesn't take any whey protein. His protein intake per day barely crosses 50 grams, and he doesn't really look like he lifts weights, but he's got a 455 deadlift. He's got a 275 pound front squat. And the reason why he has this is because I've been taught, and therefore I'm able to do this and practice this because it has been used. That's how I've been taught myself. So I've been taught to look at how someone trains and then base the next workout. The next workout is going to be based on what you do today. It's not going to be based on some percentages or something like that that is extremely detached from how the quality of your workout may have been today. So if, for example, I know that, okay, today's workout, he did 405 for, say, 3 sets of 4 reps. And I know that, okay, 3 sets of 4 reps were pretty easy. We could have even pushed the envelope. I could have made him to 415, and that would have been a struggle. Okay, so next week, we'll just increase the weight. We'll take 415 instead of 405. Or whatever, you guys get the picture. It's going to be, every workout is going to build on the previous workout. And every so often, once you reach a little bit of a pinnacle and you're not able to build on it anymore, you reduce everything, you come back down a little, and you start off again. But when you start off, you're going to start off at the same level that you were at before in terms of volume and density in terms of rest intervals, but you're going to be using a bigger weight because you've gotten stronger on the whole. This is big picture. This is macro level, because at the end of the day, you can't keep adding 5 pounds to your lifts week in and week out every single week, and you're not going to hit a 1,000 pound deadlift doing that. You can't cycle through routines to get there. You got to incorporate training methods, and you got to incorporate different techniques of progression in order to get there. And most people have to also understand that not everyone is going to be able to get to a 1,000 pound deadlift. For example, I'm very honest about myself. I know that my limit is going to probably be a 600 pound deadlift, which may happen 10-15 years from now when I'm 40 years old. Because after all these guys that are guys who I look up to, who I respect, who are extremely strong lifters, these guys have been at this game for 15-20 years. They're not guys who just woke up. Some of them are very young, like the Little Bridges and Eric Lillybridge, and these guys are very young. They're my age. I think they're younger than me, in fact. I'm 26. I think they're 22, 23. These guys are super strong, but they're super strong because they started off being super strong. They didn't start off struggling with a 135 pound deadlift. These guys are guys who were doing 600 pounds when they were very young. But I think by the time he was 18, he was already at 600. So my point is that baby steps, and you got to be willing to accept that, okay, I'm not going to be able to get to a certain level, so my expectations are more realistic. So my expectations personally, I know that 600 pound deadlift is going to probably be the most I'm ever going to be able to do. That's probably going to be my genetic potential if I ever get there. But 525 for now, I'm happy. My goal is going to be to build on this 525. So I know I've rambled a lot, but my point, which I was trying to get at, is that all these routines and all these gimmicky marketing bullshit, you shouldn't fall for it. You should be able to differentiate and know that, yeah, this coach is talking about, he's not doing me a favor, he's not doing charity service by providing me this routine or something like that. He's making money, and the reason why he wants me to do this and is convinced that, oh, it's going to help me as well, is because he wants to sell his product. So I've got to take everything with a pinch of salt and be a bit of a cynical bastard if needs be, but you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to know, and you got to be able to see what's in front of you for what it is. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate your love and support. This is my back and biceps video. I got a couple of days off, and then I'm going to be doing shoulder straps and triceps. Thank you for watching once again.